We're edging closer and closer finally to the F1 season starting, so it's time to put in our predictions for the 2025 season. I'm going to be looking at the drivers and placing them in where I think they're going to finish, and just giving off any other predictions that I think might happen this season. So, starting off, first of all, we're just going to do it in order of how, the list is presented now. So we've got Hamilton. Now, I actually think that he might perform better in this Ferrari. I do think. Do I think he's going to get another world championship? I don't know. It's too early to tell, even though this video is about making predictions. I'm going to place, I'm going to place him in the 46 range now. So obviously that goes to 46, so I'll do them in order, like 4, 5, 6. You know how this works. But yeah, I think he's definitely going to improve more in this Ferrari, but is it going to be championship worth? I don't know. Moving on to Leclerc, I think the Ferraris are going to... do I think Leclerc could get a third? This is actually quite tough. You know what, I'm going to put Leclerc in there, the now. I'm going to put him in third, the now. Yeah, you know what, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with this now. Now, Verstappen. Obviously, the 2024 started getting a bit tight with Norris and McLaren making massive improvements. But if it wasn't for Brazil, would I have kept Max as winning the championship again? I don't know, but I think that Brazil performance really showed that when it matters, Max can, push that. He always pushes his car to the limit, but I think that just really showed when they were struggling and they needed to push that car to its absolute maximum, then he was there. So, I am going to say Max Verstappen is going to take the 2025 World Championship. Now we move on to Lawson, who came in to replace Perez. Now, if we look at previous history with Red Bull drivers coming in, younger drivers, it's not been the best. Will Lawson be any different? Now, he is a good driver. He showed that in the RB. Was he, a superstar? I don't know. He definitely is at a level to be competing in F1. I 100% agree with that. But is he at the level to, be fighting for championships or even, fighting in the top of the pack? I don't know. I'm going to place him in the 7 to 10 range now, I think. Now we have McLaren. We've got Lando and Norris. Lando and Oscar. So, where do I think McLaren's going to come? Now, they did make massive improvements and they kept that going all the way to the end of the season. Are they going to be a World Championship driver in their team? Will they take another Constructors' Championship? I am going to put Norris into third. I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but I've got a feeling Ferrari are coming with some fire this season. After Hamilton's performances with Mercedes, I just don't know if he's still at that level to compete for World Championships. Don't get me wrong, still a decent driver, still a good driver, and he's probably got the mental power to compete for World Championships, but do I think that he's still got it going into this next season? No. Do I think he's going to improve with Ferrari? Yes. But I'm going to keep him in fourth now, and I'm going to put I'm going to put Lando into third, and then I'm going to put Oscar into fifth. I'm not. I'm going to put Russell into fifth, and I'm going to put Oscar in sixth. And that basically takes up our top 7. Now we're making our way down the grid. So we have Antonelli, which is joining Mercedes. I'm going to place him down in 11th now. We also do have a tier at the bottom there, as you'll be able to see on the screen, of a lost seat. drivers who I think are going to lose their seat during the season. But we don't have anybody in there yet, so we'll keep that empty as it stands. Next up, we have Esteban Ocon, who is taking a Haas seat this season. I'm going to, I'm going to place him in the 14 and 16 range now. And Behrman, I'm going to place him in there as well. In fact, you know what? I'm going to drop Behrman into 17 to 20. Just because, again, decent driver, good driver. Do I think he's at the level to compete in F1? Yes, possibly. I'm going to drop Antonelli down. I'm going to put him in the 14 and 16 range. We've seen him in the Ferrari when Sainz got his appendix out. A good drive, but he was in a very, competitive car. He was in the Ferrari. And he came 8th, I believe. He finished it. Did he? Or was that his qualifying? Did he qualify 8th? I can't remember. But he was in a very competitive car. And, if he was at the pure F1 level, then I would have expected them to see him a little bit higher up the grid. Obviously, not a lot of F1 experience, and I'm not going to, disrespect him for that. He's not had a lot of time in an F1 car. I would have thought to have seen him higher up. If we go back and look at Lawson when he first got in an F1 car in the RB, performed well. So dropping into a Haas, I don't think he's going to be at a top level as it stands now. Obviously, he could blow me out of the water and surprise me, but I think he just doesn't have the experience and the skill set yet. That is my opinion. Moving on, we have Yuki Tsunoda, who has kept his RB seat this season. Some argue that he should have got the Red Bull seat over Lawson, but it is what it is. He's in the RB, and I believe he is going to have a good season this season, finishing in the 7 to 10 range. I'm just going to keep dropping them into the ranges, like 7 to 10, 11 to 13, and then at the end we can shuffle things up. But next we have Hajar, who is joining Tsunoda in the other RB. And this is the first driver I think he's going to lose his seat. I don't honestly have a reason why, but I just have a feeling that he's not going to make it to the end of the season. It is what it is. And next up, Sainz, who's made his way to Williams this season. Obviously, a bit of a strange move for a driver who I would say is very skilled. So to see him in a Williams at this stage in his career, I did find a little bit strange. I would have loved to see him in that other RB seat. Obviously, the Perez going or leaving was dragged out right to the end of the season, so Sainz was already contracted. If they had said to Perez, a little bit earlier, you're not going to race with us next season, we're going to terminate the contract, and then pulled Sainz in when he was still a free agent, we could have done that. I would have loved to have seen Sainz in that other Red Bull, but it is what it is, as I say. He's in the Williams for next season, and I think he could take that Williams up into the 11 to 13 range. I think he's going to work well with Williams. Obviously, he's got a lot of experience with Ferrari and other teams that he's been at to take and give to Williams, and obviously work with them. So I do believe that Sainz is going to work well with this team, help develop the team a lot. Moving on, we have his driving partner, which is driving partner or teammate. We'll go with teammate. What is a driving partner? I don't know. But we have his teammate, Alex Albon. Completely forgot his name there. Albon, I'm going to slip him into 15th. That's not 15th, that's 16th. I'm going to slip him into 15th. And then we have the two Sauber drivers of Nico Hülkenberg, which I'm going to pop in there. Who's the other Sauber driver? Bortoleto. Actually, that was never what I was going to guess his name was. I don't know how I forgot that. But I'm going to place... You know what? I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to 20th. Yeah, we're going to go with that. And that takes us on to our Aston Martin drivers of Lance Stroll, who's getting slotted into there. And you know what? We're going to go Alonso in 10th. And I'm going to put Gasly into there. Wait, how have we got extra spaces? We wanted third, 46. So that should be 79. Oh no, we just keep it as 10. And we've got 14, 15. And we're going to put Jack Doohan into 16. And we've got 17, 18, 19. And then Hajar has lost his seat. So this is how I predict the 2025 season is going to finish. So we have Max Verstappen picking up another World Championship title, followed by Leclerc, then Norris, Hamilton, Russell, Piastri, Lawson, Tsunoda, Alonso, Sainz, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Antonelli, Doohan, Behrman, Hulkenberg, and Bortello. Sorry, I forgot your name. And then Hajar is going to lose his seat this season. Now, do I have any other predictions for this season? Oh, constructors wise, as I said earlier, I think Ferrari are going to take a constructors championship this year. Yep, Ferrari's going to take the constructors, and you know what? I'm going to say Ferrari, Red Bull, then McLaren. Yeah, I think that's how the constructors is going to finish. I think Alpine's going to have a good season this season as well. I think Alpine's going to have a really good season. Sauber obviously got Audi coming in. I don't know how that's going to go. And I also think we're going to see a lot of point deductions for swearing because of these new rules that have brought in for some reason. Why? I don't know. As you would, if you go back and watch, was it episode 3? I think it was episode 3 this week's roundup. You'll see me discuss the FIA rule changes and my opinion on them. But yeah, I think that is all for the video. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. So, I'll see you all again. And, well, there's more videos going to come out, but we'll come back to this video in a year's time and see if I was right or not. I will be very interested, as long as it's nothing like my grid prediction, because that was a massive failure. So I hope I don't come back looking at this thinking, Tyler, why would you ever say that? But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to leave it off for today. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support on the channel recently. It has grown quicker than I ever thought, and honestly means the world. But yep, if you did enjoy the video, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.